Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's DLloyd. So we just made a video yesterday talking about how some teams specifically in the Eastern Conference have had their sights on Paul George as a potential guy to go and get this offseason. Well, we are now hearing reports that one of those teams could be the Philadelphia 76ers, who are reportedly very and quote unquote seriously interested in trying to get Paul George this offseason. Now, this is very possible because we already talked about the Clippers and them being a second apron team. It's going to be very tough for them to keep that roster together. They're going to have to get rid of a lot of pieces. You would assume PJ Tucker would be out. We kind of went through all the names before, but they got to get rid of quite a few players to try to make it work in LA. We know Kawhi is already locked up. Paul George has not signed. Why has he not signed yet? If a max offer was on the table, those are the questions that people are asking right now. But for Philly, they could be saying maybe we could be one of the teams that jump in and get him. Now, the 76ers are in a great spot this offseason. That's why they were very careful with what they did financially and even at the trade deadline. So as we take a look at what Philly is doing via cleaning the glass, again, Philadelphia, remember the magic number, you want to stay under 180. Obviously you have a bunch of cap holds, cap space, things of that nature that you're looking at, but you want to stay under that 180. They're at 59.1 of money that's already going out there guaranteed, and really it's just Joel Embiid and that's Paul Reed. That's it. Everybody else is an unrestricted free agent, so they have a ton of flexibility, and this becomes very, very, very simple, right? So say you come in here and we're going to sign Paul George, and with Paul George you would assume he's going to get the max, right? So it's 24-25 season. Say he gets a 3-year max deal. He's 34 years old. Maybe you could go to 4 years, but say he's gonna get the max 35, right? 212 million over 4 seasons. Bam, you sign him. Paul George has that crazy deal, and he's going to be off the books. You see that number goes to 108. It's fine. 49.3 million for Paul George. That's okay, right? That is okay. So now you're coming here, you're looking at the numbers. Can you get Tobias Harris a little bit cheaper than $49 million? Can you get Buddy Hield a little bit cheaper? Really, you're going to try to get him close to around 15 million to 20 million. I think he'll be in that range. Batum, Robert Covington, a lot of these guys I think you can keep. One guy who will definitely go up is a restricted free agent will be Tyrese Maxey, but a lot of these other guys you will be able to keep. Tobias Harris will not be at $40 million next season. So really, Philly has positioned themselves in a fantastic spot because they know what the Clippers are going through. If we go back through the salaries again and we go to the Clippers, like I said, they are facing a tough situation. So you want to stay for the Clippers under, really for them, they're trying to stay under the second apron, so 190-200, right? So they're trying to stay under there. For them, it's going to be tough, right? Because you have Kawhi Leonard locked up for 52.3. Paul George has that player option for 48.8. Say he's going to accept that player option. So he's going to accept that player option. It's already given him credit for that. James Harden, what number does he sign at? And this is where things get interesting, right? Because you want to re-sign James Harden. I don't think he's not going to get a max deal, right? But even if you bring him in at 2 years and he's getting 30, and this is very conservative, right? 31 year, the next year he's at, I don't know, 32 million, right? I'm just throwing out some random numbers so we get an idea. Bam, 2-year deal for James Harden, and now just like that, you are over the apron. So you got to go through, you got to get rid of Norman Powell, you got to get rid of PJ Tucker. So Paul George being potentially out is a very real scenario. Very real. It could happen, he goes back, but is a possibility, especially if he wants a max contract. And teams like Philly, they're all in. Why not pair a Paul George with an Embiid? Why not? And a Tyrese Maxey, right? They're situated very, very nicely. So pay attention to when you hear teams being interested, but specifically the Philadelphia 76ers. as I think they have a real shot at getting Paul George if they decide to go in that direction, and I think they will be interested in going in that direction. But you guys let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. Would you like to see Paul George team up with Joel Embiid in Philly? Do you think he should stay in LA? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.